Hey, what's going on, man? I'm Luca Hosper, and I just got Lestige.
Goody, welcome to the crib. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sunday, November 18th. We're about to go take care of Luca, the owner of Bigger Ground Fitness. So we're gonna go over to the Bigger Ground and let's get it in, man. Let's get it. So, it's Thanksgiving week. It's always important to remember what you're thankful for and what you're grateful for. But this week especially, it's like November's the end of the year. We're tired, it gets cold in Seattle. We get fatigued. So remembering what you're thankful for is crucial in keeping that fire lit and that ambition and that motivation. But what are some things you guys are thankful for? What are some things that keep you grounded? For me, one factor is my family, my parents. I'm super happy right now because they're catching a flight to come back from Hawaii. And this year, I was able to purchase them tickets for their, I should know this, 20th something anniversary. So mom and dad, I love you guys. And think about that, guys. What are you thankful for this week?
Welcome to Bigger Ground. Well, actually, when I was born, it was still Yugoslavia, like 1981, right? So before the war happened. And when I was 7 years old, we moved to London because my pops got a job there. And but you know, I've always been like this, you know, since I can remember, creative outlet. Like I needed to create, I needed to do stuff, you know. And so it's hard for me to focus in school. It's not that I was dumb, but that's like the classroom just wasn't like. Unless I was really interested in it, I was like, fuck this, you know, and I had to find every way to get around it, and, you know, yeah, sure, it passed, but like, I just didn't dig deep into it. So, a big reason, you know, so like, I mean, literally like from the age of 11, like, it was like, every day all I did was play ball. I stayed in upstate New York for 2 years, then I got a full ride to Virginia and Mount Southern Virginia, and then from there I went and played overseas for about 3 years, pro in Ukraine and Slovenia. And fitness was always like a big thing for me because I was a scrawny kid, so like, you know, training is what helped me get stronger, jump higher, you know, improve my performance. And I studied it like crazy, like from the age of like 15, I was like reading books, sites and everything, because I just try to figure out any fucking way to get an advantage, right? Because like, man, you talk about all my teammates that was way taller than me, like, you know, so you got to figure out something.
I'll tell you.
You know? I'm like 6 foot in my sneakers. You feel me? So it's, I think the official is 5'11" and a half.
What was it on paper though? 6'2"?
6'1", 6'2". You already know they do that. You know what I mean?
On.
You know, the dopest thing about, I would say, effort is that I don't care what you got. Like your genetics, you know, where you came up from. You got family with money. You know, you look a certain way. Man, like effort changes everything. You know what I mean? Even whatever you got, that's the one thing that's a choice. Like effort is choice. And so for me, it was like, no matter what anybody does, that's the one thing I control is the amount of effort that I'm gonna put into something. You know, so when I came here, I was like, fuck it, you know. I'll start from the bottom, but I'm gonna put in effort, like bigger than anybody else will. And on top of that, I'm never gonna stop, you know what I mean? Like for me, I was like, most of my life, everything was hard. You know, playing ball, I had to work harder to make even the 12-man roster before we went here, before I went this, before like everybody told me like, you'll never make it, you know, you'll never be a starting five, you'll never go to college, you'll never go to pro. Like, you know, I heard it every fucking time. And I just worked. But I had skills to fall back on because of that work, you know. So I found, while maybe a lot of times in my life I was like, man, why it's gotta be this hard? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like now I look back and I go like, man, that was a gift because I had to just overcome so much. I'm like, man, be wary of the quick success. Be wary of the, oh shit, that just, oh man, like I'm killing it, right? Be wary of that because tough times are coming. They always do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hills and valleys.
oh man, like if you've been in business for like, you know, because guess what? A recession's coming. Is it gonna be 2 years or 3 or 5, 6? I don't fucking know. You know, pain teaches you. You know what I mean? Pain is the best teacher if you listen. Right. Otherwise, it repeats itself. You know, I always go like, there's this loop, right? Imagine like, right here, something happens. There's an event, right? And usually, like, imagine a bad event. I don't know, whether it's divorce, you fucked up, you did this, that, and like you fall, right? And I call this the pit, right? In the pit, there's a lesson. But the thing is, you gotta be willing to learn the lesson. Because a lot of people, they fall in the pit and they don't learn the lesson, but then eventually life gets better, right? Like, but then this is what I call the karmic loop. It's a false lift, right? So you got a false lift, right? And the thing is, if you didn't learn the lesson repeats itself in life. So hey, man, I'm always getting these crazy fucking relationships. Okay, what the fuck didn't you learn?
Right.
Karmic loop, cul-de-sac, you know what I'm saying? If you learn a lesson in the pit, you shoot up. Now you get to the next level, new problem. You can't figure out. Guess what? You're probably gonna fail. Guaranteed. Another lesson. So this is how life works. It's called eternal expansion, man. Like, you know, but it's like a lot of people get stuck in a fucking karmic loop. And it's like, I don't understand why my life is always like, look, man, I mean, I deal with fitness a lot, right? It's kind of like my passion. So think about like weight loss. I lose the weight, I gain it back. I lose the weight,
your boy.
I gain it back.
Yeah,
this guy needs to learn not be in a fucking karmic loop right now. You know, this is like, I've been planning this whole speech to get to this, so you get this shit. You know what I'm saying? I've just been avoiding, like I've been like trying to set you up.
Hey, yo, Steve, you get your ass in the gym, man.
Yeah, this is right now. You've been punked, motherfucker. But it is, man. Like it's like there's something there, and like you learn the lesson, and you go to the next level. You know what I mean?
I live. The shop, did a 9-hour shift, pretty tired, but it's time to put in some work. So we're gonna watch a Luka vid, do some mobility, and then get straight to it. About to change into some workout gear. Let's go. I don't know what to say. Time to head to the gym.
Man, that was tough. I didn't get to 6 to 8 sets. What was that? Realistically, 4 to 5. Lunge, clean, front squat. Yeah, my whole body shot. That wasn't that much time either. Definitely check out Luca's workout routines, his Instagram, his YouTube. That was one of his Instagram posts for a quick 20-minute workout when you're in a tight space. We'll put that up. Time behind the lens as usual. Although he didn't do a workout this time, he got lucky. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for episode 4. Within the lines, let's get it.
My name is Michael Huang, founder of Millie Agency, and I just got steezed. Wait, can we do that again? That felt weird for me and I just started laughing.